your face.
Hey, what's going on guys? Daniel here and welcome to my Telos guide. So as you know, Telos is the new solo boss on Runescape and is the hardest solo boss now on the game. So today I'm going to run through some of the basic mechanics of Telos to help you get your first Telos kill. Keep in mind this video is close to the day of release, so it may not be in as much detail as later down the line when people find out more about the mechanics of Telos. So first let's move on into the things I recommend to be able to kill Telos. So the recommendations. To get to Telos you need 80 attack, prayer, magic and ranged. However, I do recommend at least having plus 90 stats to kill Telos. I also recommend having 96 herbal or for overloads and 95 prayer to use turmoil or the other equivalents if you are using a different attack style. So to get to Telos you need to make an ancient sigil. This is done by combining the 4 sigil components which are dropped from each of the God Wars 2 dungeon bosses. Don't worry though, you are required to only kill one of each boss as each sigil component has a 100% drop chance, so kill Vindictor, Greg, the Twin Furies, Hellweir once, get each part of the sigil and form the ancient sigil. Once you've opened the door at Telos you no longer need an ancient sigil and the door is open forever. As well as that, I just want to mention any attack style can be used at Telos. There is no defined attack style you've got to use, but I'm going to use Mage. You can use range or melee, but it's seen as Mage is the best because Telos mainly uses melee attacks, so you get hit less with Mage. But that doesn't mean if you're better at using range, do use it, you can still get kills. So the inventory is as follows. I have an Overload Pot, Super Prayer Renewal, Sarah Brews, Rock Tails and my runes to cast spells. I also have a Bandos War Shield as you have to use Revenants at Telos and I'll explain that later. My gear setup is tier 90 mage armor with a Nox staff. You can swap this out for tier 80 in the lower kills of Telos, however when you get the enrage up at Telos you will be needing these tier 90 armors and weapons. My action bar is as follows. Do copy it if you don't have a specific action bar, but if you do prefer your own action bar, please do use it. I also have a lot of defensive abilities available and I also have my prey switches ready when I need them. Telos uses both melee and mage, so you do need to prey switch throughout the fight. And finally let's talk about a bit of information about Telos. So there's various difficulties you can kill Telos at. You can get enraged up to 4,000. And there are 4 phases similar to Araxi. Each phase has 100,000 life points before 100% enrage. So before talking about the first phase, I'll talk about the 3 basic attacks Telos uses that you need to watch out for and the ones you need to avoid. The first ability you need to watch out for is where Telos says your animal will return you to the source. He will bind you to your position and heal himself. To get out of this you need to simply hit 3,000 hit points to Telos, use your thresholds and ultimate abilities if they're available. There's no real way of avoiding this as I've found of yet, so just tank it and hit 3,000 hit points. The second ability you need to watch out for is the cleave attack. This can be blocked by using resonance, so equip your shield and click the resonance button. If you do not block it, you take around 1.5 to 2k point worth of damage, so it is really worth avoiding it by using resonance. The third ability is where he says hold still invader. He will stun you and jump on you and do a lot of damage, around 4 to 5k damage. So to avoid this, once he stuns you, simply use freedom then run away. This will take a bit of getting used to, just get used to your timings and you'll be able to avoid this very easily. So in the first phase you need to protect from melee and avoid the 3 basic abilities Telos uses as I explained earlier. Also, there is a yellow beam that shoots out of the side of the arena. What you want to do is stand in this. This will give you an increased adrenaline but lower your prayer. If you do not stand in this and the beam touches Telos, the special attack bar will fill under his hit points, so as a rule, stand in the beam of each of the 3 phases. If Telos' special attack bar fills to full, Telos will use a special attack which will hit nearly 6,000. So what you want to do is stop that bar being filled, and if it does fill, once he uses his special attack, you can Revenance against it to prevent 6,000 hit points worth of damage. Once you get Telos down to 300,000 hit points, you will enter the second phase. So the second phase is similar to the first phase. Avoid the 3 basic abilities again as much as possible and stand in the black beam as you did in the yellow beam. Stood in the beam will help avoid Telos increasing his special attack bar. However, stood in the beam will also reduce the damage you deal as well as the damage he deals to you. So the best thing you can do in this phase is just stand in the beam as much as possible to avoid Telos touching the beam and just attack Telos. Also in this phase, Telos can use a mage attack which comes out in his chest. This is easy to see and simply just switch to protect from mage while he does this until he switches back to his melee attack. Once you have Telos down to 200,000 hit points, you will enter the third phase. So, in the third phase, things become a little bit more complicated. In this phase, you need to watch out for the beam, just like in phase 1 and 2. However, there are a few more things you need to think about also. First, let's talk about the beam. When in the beam, you take more damage but also deal more damage, so make sure you eat up as Telos can hit you hard in this phase. Telos' special bar has now changed. As you can see, there is a green pointer and a scale. If the green pointer reaches the right hand side of the scale, Telos' minions will hit you very hard, 2,000 hit points for every minion spawned. What you want to do is keep the green pointer down to the left hand side of the scale as much as possible. Telos also spawns anima golems. As soon as they spawn, you want to kill them, as if you don't, Telos can summon them and each golem spawn will deal constant 2,000 hit points worth of damage. This attack occurs due to Telos being stood in the red beam, which moves the pointer to the right hand side of the scale. So the best technique to get through this phase is don't worry about the beam too much, only stand in the beam if Telos is stood in it also. Kill the minions as soon as they spawn and watch out for Telos' basic attacks and hit Telos as hard as possible. This phase is where most people have most of their trouble, so just keep practicing keeping Telos out of the beam and kill the minions as soon as they spawn, and this phase will be easy in no time. Once you have Telos down to 100,000 hit points, congratulations, you are now in the final phase. So once in the final phase, protect from melee. There will be 3 globes around the room. First, stand over the globe nearest to you where you spawn and attack Telos. Once Telos is down to 75,000 hit points, he will spawn 3 minions. Kill the minions and stay next to the globe until Telos uses his green attack. Once the globe is destroyed, move to the next globe located northeast. Get Telos down to 50,000 hit points and kill the minions next to the globe like what was done at the green globe. Then move to the final globe south and repeat again. Remember, in the 4th phase, stay high on hit points as Telos can use a special attack which hits 6,000 hit points, and I've not found a way to avoid this yet. And congratulations, you will have killed Telos. Once collecting your loot, remember you have a choice. You can either claim the reward or sacrifice the reward for an increased chance of a better drop. But keep in mind, if you do die, all the increased drop chance you have built up will be lost. Anyways guys, thanks for watching the video. If you have any questions, please do leave them down below. And if you have any more information about Telos, please do share it in the comments for people to read. Remember, this guide may not be as accurate as some of the guides released in the future, as I did not know all the mechanics involved in Telos at the time, so I probably missed some of the information. Thanks for watching guys, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace!